Summer, 1947. A quiet desert in New Mexico. A sudden impact. Something crashes onto the dry, open land. The military is quick to respond. Too quick. Within hours, debris is collected. Witnesses are silenced, and the world is left with only one explanation: a simple weather balloon. But something doesn't add up. The first report from the U.S. Army said otherwise. A flying disc, they called it. Then, almost immediately, the story changed. For decades, Roswell has remained one of the greatest mysteries of our time, a case of confusion or the greatest cover-up in history. July 8, 1947. A statement from the Roswell Army airfield sends shockwaves through the press. We have recovered a flying disc. The news spreads fast. That same day, the Roswell Daily Record runs the headline, "RAF captures flying saucer on ranch in Roswell region." The public is stunned. Could this be proof of something beyond our world? The discovery begins with a rancher, William Mac Brazel. While checking his land, he stumbles upon something unusual. Scattered across the ground, strange metallic debris, light as a feather, but impossible to break. Some say it shimmered in the sunlight, bending but never creasing. Word gets out. Soon, military officials arrive. The area is sealed off, the wreckage swiftly transported. But no one is allowed to see it up close. The question lingers: what exactly did they find? The official story was simple: a weather balloon. But the people who were there tell a different tale. Witnesses describe strange metallic debris, ultralight, yet indestructible. It couldn't be burned, couldn't be bent. Some claim the wreckage bore markings, symbols that looked almost otherworldly. Then there were the bodies. Some said they saw them, small figures, unlike anything human. The military dismissed these claims as nonsense, or later as crash test dummies. But those who saw them remained unconvinced. Over the years, whispers grew into something bigger. Military personnel involved in the cleanup hinted at secrets never meant to be told. And then came the documents. Majestic 12, allegedly leaked files detailing a secret group formed to handle extraterrestrial encounters. Real or fabricated? No one could say for sure. But one thing was certain: Roswell was no longer just a forgotten desert crash. It was a conspiracy that refused to die. For years, Roswell was buried under official explanations until the 1970s. Enter Jesse Marcel, the intelligence officer who first examined the wreckage. Decades later, he breaks his silence. His words are clear: the military covered it up. What crashed in Roswell was not from this world. The story spreads like wildfire. In 1980, a book, The Roswell Incident, hits shelves, making one thing clear: aliens are here, and the government knows it. UFO fever takes over. TV shows, documentaries, Hollywood blockbusters, Roswell becomes legend. By the 1990s, it's no longer just speculation. Public demand for answers grows. What really happened in 1947, and why is the government still hiding it? 1994. The U.S. Air Force releases a long-awaited report. The answer: Project Mogul. The so-called flying saucer was nothing more than a classified balloon program designed to detect Soviet nuclear tests. 3 years later, another report. Roswell Report, case closed. The alien bodies? They weren't aliens at all. Just crash test dummies used in high-altitude experiments. Years later. An explanation, but not one that satisfied everyone. For some, this was case closed. For others, it was just another layer to the cover-up. If Roswell really was just a weather balloon, why was it still the world's most famous UFO case? Truth or myth, the Roswell incident changed everything. It sparked a UFO movement that never faded. It gave birth to legends of Area 51, government secrecy, and alien disclosure. Decades later, people still ask the same question: did something beyond human technology crash in Roswell that night? Or was it all just an unfortunate misunderstanding? One thing is certain: whatever happened in that desert in 1947, it was just the beginning.